Hi, friends. Welcome to J&B Gaming. This is Joel here. Um, I'm going back and I'm re-recording this. This is Aladdin. We're going to be playing Aladdin for the Sega Genesis. Um, the reason it's just me right now, though, is because we recorded this episode, but then we ended up losing the audio files. So it's just going to be me here talking, and I'm just talking over the video that we've already recorded. So I'm not just messing around here on the title screen. My controller wasn't working, so we got for a Christmas gift a couple years ago, I got a small little Sega Genesis machine. Basically, you plug in. It's a plug and play machine. You plug it into your TV, and it's got some preloaded Sega games on it. But what's cool about it, unlike say like the NES Classic or the SNES Classic, it has a port on the top. Or so if you still have your cartridges, you can stick them in. So that's what we're doing here. We're playing the game through the cartridge. So some of the sound is a little funky, isn't exactly what it should be, but it's close enough. So we just passed by the screen that has all of everything that I'm trying to collect, all my goals, and we're about to go to the Agrabah market. We're skipping a lot of the story stuff because I never paid attention to that as a kid. Besides, if you've seen the movie, you know what's going on. And here we are. This is the very first level of Aladdin for the Sega Genesis, and it's a lot of fun. In Disney Infinity, I'm pretty sure I've talked about this in some of the Disney Infinity videos. I made this level myself. I always love doing that, jumping on the camel and making the guy's pants fall down. I remade this level in Disney Infinity version 1, and then subsequently updated it in the later editions, but when I was in the first edition, I'm taking a lot of damage there, it's dumb of me. The point is that I made this level and it was selected as part of like an Aladdin challenge, so it actually got featured by the Disney Infinity team, and other people could download it, and it was awesome. Well, especially because this whole thing, this is like my childhood reincarnate here. We're just watching everything that I used to do, and it's great. I'm gonna try not to go over some of the stuff that we talk about in the later episodes, because by the time I get to, I think I want to say it's episode 3 or episode 4, we realize that we lost the recording, so we briefly go over everything that we kind of talked about here in this first episode. So I'll try and talk about some different things instead. So this is as I said, this is the Sega Genesis version of Aladdin. And this version was so popular and sold so well that when everything is said and done for the Sega Genesis as a system, this is one of the best-selling games on the Sega Genesis, outpaced by, basically Sonic. And really, when you talk about the Sega Genesis, he was the killer app. He was the one you had to have. I don't know if it always was like this, but my Sega came with Sonic, so it's kind of like, Wii Sports. You had it, you bought the Wii and everyone got it. That was Sonic. But for me, this was the game, and this was the game that I remember sometimes being a bad boy and sneaking in. I'm showing off some of the animation there. I remember being a bad kid sometimes and like getting grounded, but then the Sega Genesis had a little a port on the front of the system where you could plug in a pair of headphones, and I remember like sneaking into the living room when like no one was out there and plugging in like a pair of headphones and like sitting really close to the TV, which is probably why I wear glasses now, but sitting really close to the TV so that no one would hear me. Here we are in the roulette, trying to win some extra items. Lots of apples, got an extra life. Got a gem. Got another gem. All right. I didn't do too bad that time. You'll notice later I do horribly. So here we are in the Abu bonus level, and I really wish I could have gotten farther in this because they do some fun little things in here. No, but I mess it up like right off the bat because I just see it fall and I run right towards it. I don't know why I did that. That was the totally wrong thing to do. But there you are. Yeah, skipping more story because this never happens in the movie, but Aladdin, you remember that part in the movie where Aladdin goes to the desert to find the scarab? Yeah, me neither. That's something that Nicole and I like to say whenever we go to the store and we see play sets and toy sets, specifically Lego sets. We go to the store and we see like Lego sets for different movies. And something about the Lego set is a little bit off from how the scene happened in the film. The biggest one being, and it happens all the time. Got it. Perfect. Oh, here. Wait, now we got to try and line this up. Nope, not quite there. Nope, not quite there. Nope. And there it is. Extra life. Put the Mickey ears on Aladdin. You get a free life. What was I say? Oh, the Lego sets. Because this happened with, I don't think it was necessarily a Lego set, but there was a toy set for Avengers: Age of Ultron. There's a scene where they're chasing Ultron through the streets of South Korea, and Black Widow, Captain America's fighting Ultron on the top of a truck, and he's losing, and he loses his shield, and Hawkeye's flying the plane, and he airdrops Black Widow out of the Quinjet while she's like riding a motorcycle, and the toy set came out, and they had Captain America on the motorcycle, and it just completely was absolutely wrong because that's not how that happens in the movie. So now every time Nicole and I go to like Target or the Lego store or anywhere else, see, I can't go that way. Oh, man, that guy's pants fall down with that blast. That's never gonna get old, by the way. That's a punchline that will never not be funny. That guy's pants falling down. But yeah, so anytime we see a toy for a scene in a movie and that's not exactly how it happened, that's what we say. Hey, remember that part in X where Y happened? Yeah, me neither. It'll be interesting to see how the Captain Marvel toys handle that sort of stuff, because I mean, that's all the movie's gonna be. It's all gonna be her. So if they throw Jude Law in there or Nick Fury, we'll know what's wrong. Hey, look at that! Look at that little Easter egg. Who's that guy? In fact, not just an Easter egg. It's where we're gonna get some extra lives. Or actually, I think I buy a wish right now, because the wishes are the continues. And as we get later on in this game, oh boy, are they gonna become invaluable. Invaluable? Yeah. Priceless. Let's just say that. We got that. Then we got the men's. We got the women's. And we got the genies. And Abu took care of that last guy for me, so we're going to grab that token. We're going to grab that scarab. And that's the end of that. I was just clipping through these. I'm better at this than I thought. Oh, see? There we go. There's the first of many Jafars. Alright, we're going to go back to Agrabah. The possession of a clever thief. Yeah, okay. I don't know if I'd say clever, but that's what Jafar wants me to believe. The Agrabah rooftops. Here we go. This is the level that probably should have started the game. At least because bad. Okay. At least in the fact that it begins with one jump ahead and not Prince Ali, even though Prince Ali never happens in this. That scene doesn't happen in this game anyway. So Aladdin is apparently a snake charmer, and snakes are apparently just ropes. If he only realized that he had that power all along, he wouldn't have needed the genie. Alright. Number 2. We repeat the pattern. And one more. And there we go. Normally I would jump left to go get the rest of those apples, but I'm still doing pretty okay with apples. Beat this guy. See, I've already run out of things to say. This is a lot harder when Bethany isn't here. Also, it's a lot harder when I've already done the playing, and I'm just talking back over it. Hopefully this is the only time I have to do this, but I didn't want us to come back with a brand new episode and not have any sound, and it just be gameplay. We've done that before. Those episodes, I guess they do okay. Or we fast forward to like where the audio comes back. This time, there's no audio to come back to. So, yeah, that's why I'm doing this. Because it would be boring, and I wanted to give everyone, another reason to watch the show. We're back. This is it. We're back. A dinosaur story. Well, I guess an Aladdin story, a Jane B. Gaming story at this point. There we go. There we go. I think I do okay from here on out, because I think I've gotten that one up like once in my entire life. And there's an Abu token, I think, if you are able to get all the way up there. And again, that's one of those things where I did it one time and I have no idea how I did it at all. So, like, apparently there's an Abu bonus level for the Agrabah rooftops, but I never got to it. At least not that I can remember. Alright. Cross over. Gonna beat these guys. We're gonna get that health. No, yeah, there we are. I was like, I'm pretty sure I was gonna get that health. And this, I'll say this for the Capcom game. I kind of crapped on the Capcom game when we were originally recording this. We talk about it a little bit, how anyone who says the Capcom game is better is wrong, because they are. This one just feels more like the movie. Obviously, because it's got the, this had... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to cheese this guy so hard. Just get him into the corner and kick his butt. Alright, and then we got to go back one more time, get the flute, and now we can ride the rope riding. Yeah, this version of Aladdin, as opposed to the Capcom version, was animated with, in conjunction with the team at Walt Disney Animation, who actually drew animation, and then that was digitized and put into the game. Here we are fighting Razul, the chief of the guards, played by the great Jim Cummings. But I will say this for the Capcom one, which is more of a basic platformer, you'll know what you're able to jump on and land on. Sometimes it's a little less obvious in this version. But this version, like I said, it feels more like the movie with his sword and playing with the apples, and it has the music. So I still will continue to fight people over this, that this is the better version of this game. Alright, getting thrown in the dungeon. We're actually watching the cutscene for this one. I use air quotes for that term because it's not really moving or playing anything. But you remember this scene. This pretty much happens exactly the way it does in the movie, except for that I totally beat that guy, so I shouldn't be getting captured. But also it was the sad reprise version of One Jump Ahead, which makes us sad. Anyway, we'll have our thoughts of Jasmine to keep us over until the next episode. So welcome back to Jane B. Gaming. Oh yeah, would he ever have a chance with a princess? Do you think a guy like me and a princess? No. Exactly like Star Wars. Alright, so welcome back to Jane B. Gaming. I promise next episode will be better, because there will actually be Bethany, and it'll be the way that it was intended to be. Thanks for watching. Thanks for accepting and dealing with me just doing this. And we'll see you on the next episode. Bye.